for how long will this parliament continue with this legislative activism? For how long?
The venting of anger against the opposition by the members of parliament present during the Thursday afternoon sitting followed a grant of the opportunity by the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Among.
Kind reminder is that today is the 6th sitting. Polite reminder to whoever.
Members of the executive, led by the government chief whip Denis Hamson Obua, grasped the moment to rebuke opposition MPs for boycotting the sittings. They say time was due to stop the opposition activism.
Use all the mechanisms within the rules of procedure to compel our colleagues to come back to the House. You can invoke even certain provisions, because the truth is they left this House on their own. Now they want to be aided by ourselves to bring them back. That we first explained here. We are going to politely decline, Right Honourable Speaker.
We all want to accept that there is activism at play. And we cannot stop activism at play. I want to implore us that, for me, I'm happy that they are not in the House. And it is important that we continue with our business. Because now we are dealing with the reason why they sent us to Parliament.
Most of them argue that opposition MPs are holding Parliament hostage when the human rights concerns were not caused by Parliament.
Can we appeal to our colleagues, in the event that the cause of action was not by this House, to take appropriate measures by reporting the matters where they are supposed to report them? In case they think they cannot be listened to there, and there are members of Parliament who can be listened to here, they should formally report it to the presiding officer.
It beats my understanding that leaders, instead of using the power given to them by their people, they use the power given by somebody called the principal because he's heading a political party.
We cannot have our colleagues who have abandoned us here, who have actually left Parliament, to choose and pick the areas of Parliament that they benefit from to continue participating. That cannot be happening. They want to continue traveling abroad. They want to continue attending committees.
The few voices of independent MPs who attempted to appeal for the concerns to be resolved amicably were silenced.
It is the responsibility of this institution to hold the executive accountable. And if we do not hold the executive accountable, who else is going to do that? I see the debate in this parliament degenerating between the opposition and the NRM, which should not be the case.
Don't degenerate me into going to the corridors. I chair the House, I do not chair the corridors. And members should come they were elected to come to this House.
Most of life.
When Among returned to Parliament after a brief maternity break, she held a meeting with a delegation comprising the Security Minister, State Minister for Internal Affairs, and the State Minister for Defence, and a team that was led by the Leader of Opposition in Parliament, Matthias Mpuga. The stand in the plenary came a few hours after Mpuga had insisted that they would resist being diverted from questioning human rights violation by security agencies.
Any other matters beyond a response to these matters is peripheral. There's no amount of comparison or juxtaposition one can make of the allowances people get out of travel, per diem and what, with the lives of the people.
Mpuga threatened to change the strategy with a return to Parliament.
We shall one day return to the House to make another demand that they show us the burial grounds or the bodies of these missing Ugandans. At the moment, we are still demanding for an explanation.
The response by Mpuga was elicited by the directives of the Speaker on Wednesday to ban the boycotting MPs from committee sittings, travels where they would earn allowances, and that accountability committee members elect new leadership. Jackson Onyango, NTV, Parliament.